What if I told you that right now you could pull over 90 high-quality shorts out of just 1 or 2 long recordings? And the best part is you can do it practically on autopilot, not with a million hours of editing time. You won't need an army of freelancers working around the clock or even spending a ton of hard-earned cash. Stick with me for just about 5 minutes and I'll show you exactly how to turn long-form content into a flood of ready-to-post clips. We will cover why this massive content output actually matters for your bank account too. Finally, I'll walk you through the mix of tools that makes this entire process happen, including one that's a game changer. So why would you even want over 90 shorts in your content library? There are 2 primary reasons, the first one being revenue, because making money from audience attention is the obvious path forward. The second, and perhaps more valuable reason for many of us, is massive time savings. If you happen to be a busy creator, running an agency, or managing a growing personal brand, listen up. Having a steady, constant stream of those shorts translates directly into higher engagement across the board. That engagement naturally leads to gaining more followers and ultimately opens more doors for lucrative sponsorships or new clients. And hey, if you happen to be running an agency, this strategy means you can offer clients huge volume at an incredibly low marginal cost. That high volume output is essentially your own personal growth engine firing on all cylinders. Over the last few months, I've been testing quite a few different editing tools available on the market. Some of them are genuinely great, a few are just okay, and honestly, a lot of them are either locked behind steep paywalls or use per-minute credits that make mass production feel impractical. For example, you've probably heard of Opus Clip, which is a solid clipping tool, and its captioning wizard is admittedly quite slick. However, the free options they provide are usually quite limited, and the best feature set locks itself behind trials or more credits. You can sometimes manage to game the free trials to make a quick bunch of shorts, but that is a fundamentally fragile approach for serious creators. We're talking about sign-up limits, major credit drains on your long podcasts, and those occasional forced logins that just kill your momentum. That specific gap in reliability is exactly where a tool like Vizard fits in so naturally for scaling up. Vizard isn't just one more editor you have to learn. It was specifically built to turn long videos into short, viral-ready clips automatically. It smartly finds the best moments, generates accurate captions, and can even schedule those clips for you so you don't have to babysit every single upload. The 3 things I genuinely love about this platform are the auto-editing viral clips feature, the auto-schedule function, and the content calendar. Auto-editing viral clips means it finds the most engaging bits on its own without you manually scrubbing through hours of footage. Auto-schedule ensures that once clips are ready, you set the frequency, and it posts them for you across platforms. And the content calendar allows you to manage every single piece of short-form content right there in one centralized place. But seriously, I'm not going to pretend that this is the only tool in the entire universe that's worth using. There are totally legitimate reasons to use Opus Clip or other tools sometimes because they might have a different caption aesthetic or work better for a quick single clip edit. However, Vizard truly stands out as your absolute Swiss Army knife when your primary goal is achieving real scale and deep automation. So let's look at a practical workflow that has successfully worked for me to churn out 90+ shorts in just a very short window of time. Step 1 is simple. Batch record or gather all of your source content at once. Spend maybe 1 or 2 days just writing scripts and then dedicate another day solely to recording all of your main material. If you are doing podcasts or interviews, make sure you are recording those long sessions. Aim for 40 to 90 minutes each. From a single hour-long podcast episode, you can easily extract 20 to 50 potential high-value clips. If you run a 60-minute interview and the AI pulls out 30 usable 30 to 45-second moments, that's already a huge chunk of your 90-clip goal. Step 2 is to upload all of your raw, long videos directly into the Vizard platform. The AI will then scan everything and automatically suggest clips that are genuinely likely to perform well for you. These aren't just random snippets, they are moments where the energy spikes, the main punchline lands, or a genuinely useful tip is delivered. With just one click, you can pick those highlighted moments and instantly turn them into rough, short-form drafts. Step 3 focuses on quick editing and essential caption checks once the drafts are made. Vizard gives you fully editable captions and styling options right out of the box, which is fantastic. You can easily tweak specific phrases, add bracketed words for extra emphasis, or highlight keywords to really stand out. Compared to other tools where the captioning can look generic or requires extra manual timing adjustments, these are robust and easy to fine-tune at scale. Step 4 is the massive time saver, utilizing the auto-schedule and content calendar features. Instead of manually exporting and then uploading every single clip one by one, you set your desired posting frequency. Then you drop those clips into the content calendar and just let the system schedule them across all of your target platforms. Do you want 3 posts a week on YouTube Shorts, daily posts on TikTok, and twice a week on Instagram Reels? You can set that complex schedule once and essentially just forget about the manual posting part. The calendar also gives you the flexibility to easily rearrange, reschedule, or swap clips if something more timely pops up unexpectedly. Step 5 involves using different clip styles for rigorous testing to maximize your reach. You should never post the exact same cut or style of the clip everywhere you publish it. This platform makes it super easy to generate those variations. Think different intros, different caption colors, or different call to action overlays. That means you get more shots at finding that specific format that truly resonates with your target audience across different platforms. Now let's take a quick reality check about those free trials and loopholes that we mentioned earlier. Free trials can certainly help you kickstart your output in the short term. For instance, Opus Clip sometimes offers a window that yields many clips if you time it perfectly. You can try uploading very short files under the minute mark, run them through their caption tool, and get a pile of content without an immediate cost. But we already discussed the major downsides: credit-based limits on longer recordings, those annoying frequent sign-in prompts, and the need to hustle intensely during that short trial window. That whole approach is simply not sustainable for a consistent content calendar. Vizard, in sharp contrast, is built from the ground up for true, long-term scale, making it worth the investment if consistency is your main priority. Here are a few quick tips to help you squeeze the absolute most out of any tool, even when you're relying on those free trial periods. Always pre-produce your content by writing multiple scripts and batch recording everything ahead of time. When you are ready to edit, you won't waste precious trial minutes waiting around between uploading new source files. Make heavy use of long podcasts and in-depth interviews because those typically yield the highest clip-to-minute ratio. A single 60-minute episode can easily give you 20 to 40 shorts if you are deliberate about choosing the right segments. Always keep each generated clip extremely tight because shorts genuinely thrive on punchy edits and crystal clear captions. If any part of the segment feels like it's dragging on for too long, you must trim that unnecessary fat away. This is where the auto-editing tools really help by naturally favoring those higher energy moments in your source material. Make sure you mix up the platform-specific edits because what works on one channel might not work as well on another. The same core moment can be framed completely differently for a vertical TikTok versus a YouTube short, for instance. The variation features within the platform make A/B testing this easy without forcing you to duplicate a ton of manual work. Now, if you are an agency owner, here is a powerful outreach hack you can implement right away. Find a local business or a creator on social media and send them a direct message offering them one free short to demonstrate your capabilities. Then use the speed of Vizard to produce that initial sample clip incredibly quickly and professionally. You avoid large upfront editing fees on your end and you have a stunning professional clip ready to show off. If they love the result, you can then immediately upsell them onto a much larger recurring monthly package. This low-overhead outreach approach is how you land new clients without needing to take huge financial risks up front. For content creators specifically, I highly recommend planning one dedicated content day to film everything at once. Film 10 to 20 short segments or record one really solid long-form podcast or interview session on that day. Then you use the platform to auto-draft all the necessary cuts and schedule them across your channels for the next 2 to 3 months. Suddenly, you're posting consistently every single day without constantly grinding through the editing process. Here are a couple of quick examples from my own recent experiments to illustrate the difference. I ran one full hour-long podcast episode through Vizard and it immediately gave me over 30 excellent suggested clips. I handpicked the top 12, made only minor caption tweaks, set them to post twice a week, and I suddenly had 6 weeks of content banked. Using that exact same raw file, I then used Opus Clip's caption tool just to generate a handful of meme-style clips for testing different visual styles. The key difference was that Vizard handled the bulk editing and crucial scheduling far better, while Opus offered quick single-clip caption alternatives. The smart move is using both tools where their strengths make the most sense for your current task. Let's quickly cover the major limitations and common pitfalls that you absolutely need to avoid. First, never rely completely and exclusively on exploiting free loopholes because they are temporary and they will eventually break your long-term system. The AI-generated clips are an excellent starting point, but they are never the final product you should publish without looking. You must always preview and tweak the captions and the context to ensure the clip successfully drives people back to your main channel or long-form content. Always watch for platform-specific rules regarding length and aspect ratio because even if the tool helps, re-editing might be necessary for max performance. So can you actually make over 90 shorts for free starting right this second? Maybe if you are willing to game several different free trials and micromanage every single timing detail across them. But the far smarter, more reliable play is to adopt a tool like Vizard to scale your efforts sustainably for the long run. Upload your long recordings, let the AI intelligently pinpoint those best moments, tweak the text, and automate the entire posting process. That is precisely how you save yourself hundreds of hours of tedious editing time and maintain a steady, relentless pipeline of fresh content. And that consistency is what ultimately builds a profitable short-form agency or rapidly grows your personal brand without leading straight to burnout. If you want a quick checklist to get started making clips today, here are the 5 essential actions you need to take. First, spend one solid day batch recording your content or collect several long-form episodes you already have ready. Second, upload everything into the platform and confidently let it auto-detect those absolute best potential clips. Third, make those small, targeted caption and style tweaks necessary to perfectly match your unique brand identity. Fourth, use the content calendar feature to schedule all of your posts strategically across every relevant platform. And finally, keep testing those different clip styles and captions, always doubling down on whatever formats show the best engagement. If you're curious about the exact tools I compared, including Opus Clip and a couple of caption-only apps, just send me a direct message. I'll gladly share the precise workflow I used, complete with timestamps and specific settings for maximum effect. Alternatively, if you're ready to jump in, I can personally walk you through setting up your very first batch edit step by step inside the platform. The bottom line here is that mass-producing shorts is no longer about hiring expensive editors. It's about establishing a smart, reliable system. This platform provides that AI-first pipeline for intelligently picking viral moments, automating the posting, and managing it all in a calendar. This frees you up to focus entirely on creating amazing content, not getting bogged down in tedious busy work. Use those free trials to experiment and test the waters, but ultimately lean hard on a scalable solution if you want that reliable stream of 90+ shorts. That reliable stream is what unlocks the consistent growth you are truly aiming for.